Do you think that women have a better grasp of friendship than men?
100%. I think for that reason, women make better CEOs. I think I do. I mean, we've heard it from multiple female entrepreneurs on the stage today.
Yeah.
There is a better understanding of the human dynamic. Women come up to me more often than men, and they get my work much better. Men come up to me and ask for case studies.
That's interesting.
Men want me to prove that trusting people, loving people, taking care of people is a good thing for business. Women inherently understand that and make decisions accordingly. So yeah, I do think women are better at it. I think women are less afraid to say I love you to their friends too.
One of the, one of the conversations I had recently was about, the rise of the right in the world. And it's funny, we were talking to Anastasia yesterday about like the state of the world, and I mean, there's so many things happening that you can't really call it the state of the world. But one of the big things I've been worried about recently is young men and how angry they've become, how alone they've become, how isolated they've become, and then ironically, how they've turned that anger, isolation into a community. And it's weird because it's literally, there's communities of young men online who have formed communities based in and around loneliness, based in and around anger, and they don't try and become, it's interesting that you're saying all these things, they don't try and become friends, they don't try and teach each other to hug and to love and to feel and know. They you know what I mean, they sort of foment these feelings and they go, this is why we should hate women, and this is why we should hate the government, and this is why we should hate society, and this is why we should hate, and I wonder if this world that you're speaking about, we're sort of seeing the effects of it now. It's like men who haven't found anything beyond, someone said it earlier on stage today, it's just like men going, what am I beyond what I do? Because a lot of these men are unemployed, and who am I because of who I am around?
I mean, it's a huge insight. And you asked before, what does this conversation have to do with the bigger world?
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever heard a serious discussion about understanding a 20-something-year-old virgin who lives with their parents and without a job, and as it connects to global terrorism, or moving to violence to solve my problems, and especially if you come from a shame-based society. And when you find other people who are suffering what you're suffering, or who get you, it's incredibly compelling, and you feel seen and you feel understood.